Hello, friends. So I've been talking about my novella, Den of the Wolfman. Again, this novella is a prequel to my main novel, and I finally have a date for releasing it. I'm going to be releasing it on the 27th, so a week from now. I'm going to start releasing it, and it is going to be free. The novella is going to be free, and that the idea is to use that to give people a taste of my work, see if they're interested in it and they like it, and then from there they can go on to get the novel. Of course, the novel's not quite ready yet, but I'm going to go ahead and release the novella. So a little bit about that, a little bit about Den of the Wolfman. So it introduces the main character, Bandas, and he is a private investigator in the city of Wild River, and he's kind of in he's gotten some jobs under his belt, but he's still kind of not known all that well. But he gets a job searching for a serial killer, a local crime boss and union organizer and political figure by the name of Ta'anaf Herder comes to him and seeks his help because he had a friend who had Bandas do some work and said that Bandas was really good. So he comes to give Bandas help. And he does that because the police force in Wild River has been undermined intentionally in many cases. And you see that how that happens in the novella and in the novel. It's because there's so many powerful families, and also Ta'anaf Herder as well. They tend to they tend to cause a lot of corruption, and that leads to the police force not being very effective. So there's this serial killer running around. They need to catch this person. Ta'anaf has his own reasons for wanting to catch this person specifically, so he hires Bandas and sends him after him. Now, in doing this, Bandas soon discovers some surprising things about himself and about Wild River, what's going on in the city. In order to find the Wolfman, Bandas has to connect with his mind and kind of enter into that character of the Wolfman. And that causes Bandas some inner struggles. He almost loses himself in trying to find the Wolfman. And you see that happening in the story. And that's one of the real dangers that you see. And things that he finds, well, he finds, for example, there are people in Wild River who have certain superhuman abilities. We don't come to a full understanding of what those are quite yet. That comes more clearly in the novel. So I finished my first draft of it. I had some people read it. They gave me some good comments, some good feedback. And I went back and I changed some things, and I added a couple of things. I added a flashback to Bandas's childhood as a slave, because he was raised as a slave. And he's kind of a Frederick Douglass sort of figure, where he was raised as a slave. He was supposedly not allowed to learn to read and write, but he went ahead and did anyway. And that's one of the reasons why he's so educated now, even though he grew up a slave. And so I show some of his the things that happened in his childhood, and it helps to kind of frame the story a little bit better and frame his character. And I also added an epilogue showing bigger dangers to come. You see the rise of House Caltrana in Wild River. See them taking power and gaining influence, and you see how scary that is. That comes at the end of the book, and they'll become very important in Wild River. So yeah, that's the update. It's coming out on the 27th. I'm going to be posting that when it does come out, so be on the lookout. And yeah, if you haven't subscribed, go below and subscribe. Talk to you in the next video.